everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name's Imogen and in today's video I'm sharing how to have no regrets. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram and let's get started. Right, number one, you need to know what your goals are, okay? Be absolutely clear on your vision and you've got to stop thinking about the endless other paths that you could take. Know what is right for you. Once you've tried a bunch of stuff, you've got to narrow your options down, select the best one and then stick with it, okay? Number two, don't be too stubborn. If someone is showing you a better way to do something, then please try and accept their help, okay? Often we regret not using the knowledge offered to us because we were too stubborn to do so. I get it. Personally, I'm a really stubborn person. Like, ask any of my friends, you will know that I'm super stubborn, okay? And I do not like being wrong. I do not like being wrong. I hate it. So I have actually had to really work on this. Like, if someone's showing me a better way to do something, I have to like accept that they're trying to help me, and I need to just basically get over myself. And I recommend that you do as well, because otherwise you're going to regret not taking advantage of the knowledge that they're offering you. So don't be too stubborn. Kind of on that point, number three, I want you to gather all the information you can before making a decision. So while I say that you need to become good at being decisive, I don't mean make a decision without any information, okay? Being decisive means getting all of the information you can as quickly as you can and then making an informed but firm decision based on that information, okay? Once you've done that, stand by your decision, okay? Once your decision is made, you can't change the past, okay? Sometimes, you know what, sometimes maybe you can go back on your decision, or you can decide to make a different, like a detour or something to get back to your original point. But the point is, once you've made a decision, most of the time you're gonna have to stick with it, okay? And that's just how life is, because you just can't go back, and sometimes you come to big decision points and you got to go one way or the other, and then based on all of the best information you have to hand, then you're gonna have to choose one way to go. And you can't just regret not taking the other path, because you didn't take the other path, right? You can't change it, okay? So pick a direction, stick with it, but be informed before you do so. Right, number four, take calculated risks, okay? Trying to avoid regret is a recipe for never getting out of your comfort zone. And ironically, when you never get out of your comfort zone, that actually breeds regret. So it actually gives you more regrets. Like, often calculated risks work out and you realize you would have regretted missing out. So something I see a lot, which is really, really self-defeating, is people are just not, they're not stretching their capabilities, they're staying in their comfort zone, and their reasoning is, oh, I don't want to take a risk, and it goes wrong, and then I regret it. And that makes sense to begin with, but the more you look into that logic, the more you see that it's flawed, because if you don't take any risks, then you have no chances to learn, to grow, okay? So when you're taking a calculated risk, and I notice I say calculated, I just don't say just like take any risk, okay? Don't do anything crazy, or if, you know what, if you do a cost, like a sort of a balance of like evaluating the pros and cons, and you decide that a crazy risk is worth taking, then that is up to you, okay? But take calculated risks, because often they will work out and you would regret not doing it. Right, number five, communicate openly and sincerely with people. I was reading an article, actually, written by a nurse, and she often sees a lot of patients when they're, like, close to the end of their lives, and she was talking about the top 5 regrets that they have. And one of the top 5 regrets that people have is that they didn't communicate with someone who's important to them, okay? So a lot of the time, we regret something we didn't say to someone, whether it was a failure to stand up for ourselves or a failure to tell someone we liked them. So, you know, a lot of the time people will say, oh, I didn't tell so-and-so I love you enough, or I wish I'd taken my chance with this person, or, you know, I really regret not standing up for myself and not living for myself and just conforming to the expectations of other people. So communicating openly and sincerely and showing your authentic self and showing your true opinions is always worth it, because, you know, otherwise you're going to regret all of the things that you left unsaid, and that is honestly one of the most sad things to regret, because you can't go back at that point. Like, usually those people are gone from your life or they're no longer with us. So those things, like when someone's gone from your life, it's really hard to go back. But if you actually like have the guts to say it in the moment and be authentic, then even if that's received poorly, you'll know that you were true to yourself and you won't regret not saying it. Right, my next point is to give all of your energy and your best effort to whatever goal you're trying to pursue. At the end of the day, if you tried your best, you tried your best, and you shouldn't regret anything, okay? You've given it 100%, 110%, whatever. You continually try to improve, you're doing your absolute best, and you shouldn't regret anything, because nobody can ask more of you than that you did your best. So as long as you give your, 100%, then you're not going to have any regrets, because even if it didn't turn out to be good enough, you tried, okay? And you should be proud of yourself for trying, because it's the effort that shows that you are really committed to the goal, and that, yeah, you should honestly just be proud of that effort. And finally, let's talk about what to do if you do all of this and you still have regrets, okay? So you've known what your goals are, you weren't stubborn, you asked for help, you gathered all the information, you stuck by your decisions, you took calculated risks, you communicated openly and sincerely, and you gave your all, okay? And you did everything right, and you still have regrets. What do you do now? Many people do, okay? I'm not saying that there is a recipe for never, ever, 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 ever having regrets, okay? I know I titled this video How to Have No Regrets, and this is the best formula that I could possibly have come up with, but nevertheless, I'm acknowledging it's not 100% foolproof. So ask yourself what you can learn, okay? You have regrets, okay? What would you have done differently? That way, it wasn't a waste of time, even if you initially felt like the experience was pointless and negative. So you look back at something and you're like, oh, I regret that. It was terrible. Why did I do that? I wasted my time. No, stop that, because you did not waste your time as long as you learned something, okay? This learning experience can really inform your decisions further down the line, and then your decisions will benefit from your hindsight. So you can work on having fewer and fewer regrets in the future. All right. That's how to have no regrets. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye!